All right then. Hello, hello. Welcome to Noah's Arts Entertainment. All right. Shalom. Salam alaikum. Buenas tardes. And good evening or good afternoon. It's only about 3 p.m., but it's getting kind of chilly, and the sun is not sundown yet. So Shabbat Shalom. It's not down yet, so quite. All right, but it's chillier than the last time I was here. Hope everyone is doing good. Well, I don't know. I did post something that had to do with masculinity, and it's just to be able to let particular individuals know that masculinity is beyond muscles, beyond a masculine look, beyond an ego, an out of control ego. It's called destructive ego. See, there is right, cops, sirens, never fails. Okay, so going back to the theme here, it's about masculinity, right? Um, gee, I mean, I've gone over the Hermetic laws and principles. I posted the 7 cardinal sins that many are guilty of. And, when you're doing these things, if you don't catch yourself doing this because you're doing it deliberately or just out of ignorance, maybe you don't know the laws, but you should know the 7 cardinal sins, especially if you're Catholic, and this, that, and the other, right? You don't have to be Catholic, but you just got to be a man, or a woman, okay, who we're talking about full-blown maturity, no nonsense, no trying to say, well, nobody's watching. Yeah, there's always somebody watching. We in the esoteric world, or in the metaphysical world, we know that as the occult police. I know you just love the word occult, right? You freak out. Now, occult, we already discussed that it means hidden. Something that's hidden from the masses for a reason. I also posted, do not spread pearls among swine. And that's also for a reason. And I didn't write it. It was done thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, right? So, what can I say? I'm just repeating it. And I'm trying to embed it in certain minds and spirits, attitudes, because, success comes in many different forms, and, wealth as well, We all have different ways, depending on our lives and, what we were taught and what we went out of our way to learn. We risk our lives. We did this and we did that. Okay? But, as long as you come out a good person out of all that, then you're in the mix. You're my kind of man or my kind of woman. So, yeah, because, especially if you're going to bear children, what are you going to teach them? Just the regular, stupid, conventional, traditional stuff that's, right now, all these 7 cardinal sins are like way out there, and I think, before it was seldom would you hear about billionaires. Millionaire was a big thing. But I think not everyone, no. But if you're within the Hermetic, laws and principles, and I have to stress Hermetic because that's the best thing in the world that I learned that made me who I am today, and also gave me the wealth and the success that I've had in my own world, in my own, way of operating and things like that. But some people will take it to will cross the line and take somebody, a nice gentleman, as a weakness. No, it's completely the opposite. Just like this thing about masculinity. I spoke before about if there's some kind of chaos, some kind of catastrophe somewhere, and people need to get away and run. That's their instinct. They don't give a shit if you're a child, a grandmother, or a grandfather. They will stomp over you. I mean, they'll just to save their hide and their ass. Okay, because that's really what they're doing, is being an ass. And so these are the inferiors that I've talked about. And I'm sure there's people that say, "What's with this fucking interpreter?" Well, that's the thing. I never liked when I walk in somewhere and say, "Oh, he's just the interpreter." Don't like that because it's ignorant and it's discriminative in a way, but I handle things how I handle them, and mostly with diplomacy. I'm never known to be violent. I never hit anybody. I felt like it, I doing a lot of things, but in the professional realm, nobody can say that, so that's the thing. I'm going to make a big thing here. I just want to, stress that masculinity is a person that is going to be a lot more responsible. It's going to have the spine. It's going to have the cojones, the gonads, and the McNuggets. Those are the 4 words that I know that describe balls. And, look, I mean, I'm not here to preach or lecture or anything. It's about just, also it's my job as a humanitarian, as a hermetic person, to be able to convey these things. Otherwise, I'm not helping. I'm part of the problem instead of part of the answer. All right. Well, you know what? It's kind of chilly out here, and it's a good thing it's not that windy, but I still have to. I don't know. I walked quite a distance, and now I got some stuff I got to do and work out and trim some of the fat, because sometimes just go into a different mode, and you give a shit about your looks in a way, but it's and then you get back in the mix. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Keep those things in mind. Masculinity is beyond what you see here. So I learned that many years ago, and I've been trying to amplify and project that because and reflect that, because the fact is that once you learn something, you choose to ignore it, and you're guilty of one of those 7 cardinal sins, right? Lust, sloth, gluttony, envy, greed. Come on. Let's see. I can't think of them now, but I almost had all 7, and I know I lost suddenly. Yeah. Anyhow, keep those in mind. You can read about them. You can learn more about that. You can learn about the hermetic laws and principles, and that's going to make you a better person, because everybody cries out, "Oh, he's such an asshole. Oh, he's such a jerk." But you're so attracted to that person too, right? Or she's such a bitch, or she's this and that and the other. Well, you got to make up your mind, friend. Who are you going to deal with? Are you going to settle for what, or are you desperate? And and just again, I'll go out and try to get some what do you call this? Good old approval, or no, you have to start thinking about how you want your children to be when they get a certain age, right? And that's all we can do. We can only be that person, try to influence that in your child and your teenager or something, and the rest is, it's up to them what they choose to experience, and what's unfortunate sometimes, and sometimes it's good. But guts is always going to be good. Integrity is, that's the way to be, and there's no nonsense in between. You can't let these people that are just deliberate snakes spit venom when they really feel like it, and they think that it's okay. No, you gotta cut their tongues. Whatever's going to happen, something's got to cut the tail. Got to do something. All right, but thank you again. God bless all of us, and have a wonderful evening. Take care. That's the bananas.